Hello, today I'm going to be working on my factory module. I'm going to shape out the terrain with foam. I'll finish it off with Sculptamold, and then finally I'll paint it. Today on Model Railroading with Bill Masters. This is about where we are on the big MRR layout move. I've got 3 of the back modules mostly done as far as the sculpting goes. Today, I am actually going to work a little bit more on module number 1. It's got that big spot in the back behind the bridge that I did not complete as far as sculpting goes. So, today I'm going to work on that, and my focus will be on that area behind the bridge. Yeah, here we go. I've given this section a little bit of thought. I know that I want this factory, to be in this area here. I know that it needs to be elevated in order to give you a better view from front over the bridge. I want the factory to be kind of up a little bit. That means this road is going to have to, well, be changed a bit. I'm probably going to make this area here flat so that I can put more buildings back there. I got enough mountain. I do want a little bit of area in the back that I can put buildings in and light up. So first things first, I'm gonna pull up a chair and get out some scraps, some more of these foam scraps, and start thinking about how I wanna lay this out. I don't have a plan going into this. I just gotta have a general idea of what I want to do. Factory's gonna go about right here, at about that elevation. So I need to build this up. Now that being said, that's gonna put it pretty high under that bridge. Here is a trailer. Now you can see that this bridge is pretty high up. If I can move my hand, you can see I've got a lot of room to play there. So if I have to, I can make the incline stop at the end of the module and then continue it on the next module. See what I'm saying? So I don't have to make my entire grade end at the module since I have so much room. I've got room to play. So let me go ahead and mark this piece out, cut it so that it fits, and then I'll find some stuff to put under there to put in place. A razor saw works pretty good for cutting this extruded foam. Because you don't have to go all the way through it. You just score it and snap it. So that's the platform for my factory. I am gonna make it end right here, and then I'm just gonna extend this mountain to this point. I mean, these are just gonna be 2. Raise the grade. Probably go with 3 of them. I do have a limited supply, so let's try to stretch this out a little bit. All right, about like that. I am thinking that I'm going to leave an access point under here so that I can access it from the underside to feed wires into the building for lights and whatnot. I built it up a little bit more. These are just sitting here. Sculptamold will lock it in place. I also extended out. It's off camera, but there's not much to see over there. I did add a little bit more foam, fortunately, so the backside of this little fascia is sticky, so I didn't need glue there. I put another piece here. I can still access it underneath. Just gonna start taking some foam pieces and placing them around. All right, let's start putting down this road. Now let me just mention, all of the roads in my town, I made a decision that they are going to be either gravel or dirt. There's not going to be any paved roads in my layout, so I'm not doing this with the intent of making it into a paved road. It's going to be covered with gravel. To help define the road a little bit, I think I'm gonna kind of put in a little ditch along the side of it. This is gonna be a one vehicle at a time with one truck goes up or down at a time. If they meet in the middle, one has to back up. I'm gonna make this extend out, be part of the flat area, because land is at a premium. All right, I finished the driveway and nearly missed an opportunity to put in another trestle bent right there. For this part, I went ahead and butted up the two modules against each other and stuck a piece of cardboard in. This is how I have found is the best way to pour the Sculptamold in so that it matches up to the other module. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this side. So I did a bunch of it off camera. I feel like I've got enough videos of me doing Sculptamold. For a while, I'm just gonna do it in stages. So that's what I got so far. I almost got a little carried away when I started putting the Sculptamold down on the parking area. For the left side of the building, I ended up tracing it out and just scooping it out. For the right side of the building, I ended up using a painter's knife, spread that out right up against the foundation there. This probably works a little bit better. I wouldn't recommend doing it the other way. You'll use less Sculptamold this way too. Plus, when you're spreading out the Sculptamold and you're doing a parking area or a road surface, you might want to use the painter's knife and get a better, smoother surface, as opposed to where I did this part with my hand. You can see that, I mean, you can't really get it all that flat with your hand. I can go over it a little bit, you know, once it dries a little bit more with maybe a little wet cloth and smooth it out a little bit. And I might, because although this is going to be a gravel road, I'm not going to want it to be that bumpy. I don't want to have to put a ton of gravel on there just to smooth it out. I have gone through and done a little more. Doing this mostly off camera tonight. And I got this little part right here to finish. I'm also gonna do the back side to close that in. So there's very little foam exposed. That's how the road's gonna look from the other module. I imagine there'll be an old trestle bridge there, which will actually mostly hide that factory in the back, but because most of us will be looking at it from there. So it'll be fine. I think it looks better than it did before with the road like that. I don't know why I never did that in the first place. Got the brown coat on. That's the gray coat. And the dark green coat. All right, so there it is. So there it is from the back. And you can see where it meets the other module. I will take a little bit more Sculptamold to it, whatever. I'll work on that at a later date, but you're getting the idea. I did expand out the front there. That's where two modules meet. I think that looks better than it used to. So there's the road. Got a little ditch right there. Goes under the bridge. There's plenty of clearance. Goes under the bridge and comes out factory. Haven't decided what that factory is going to be. I'll figure it out. That's it. That's it for this module. This module's done for a while. Little side note. So this building and this building were part of the same kit. So that building was just a little too long for what I needed it for, even on my old layout. Probably would have been good here, but nonetheless, I ended up turning this half into a mill house. So there we go. Got all the back 3 modules probably finished off as much as I'm going to finish them off for now before I move on to another module. My next task is to start working on these 3 modules in the front. So that'll be another video. All right, have a good night.